What's going on, YouTube? I am Prepper Princess. Today I want to ask you all a question, is do you lack discipline? By the way, I received an Amazon gift today from somebody who was appreciative of the fact that I gave Ghost, our town canine, some treats. And I want to thank that person. It was some beautiful little handkerchiefs. My favorite is the blue one with white stripes. And a lovely scented candle. So thank you so much to that person who sent that. You don't have to send me anything. Really, you don't have to send me anything. And speaking of discipline, my hair is not disciplining today. It's awful, you guys. My hair is just doing the craziest thing. So in today's financial society, I think that what a lot of people lack is just simple discipline along with financial literacy, okay? Now, I could ask, YouTube is a funny thing. No matter what you do, you're doing something wrong to somebody. But I have discipline in a lot of things, in exercise, in finances, in cleanliness. But there's a fine line between discipline, because people assume that if you're super disciplined that you never, ever, ever treat yourself. And that's not the case. What a treat to me is, and what a treat to somebody else is, are totally different things. A lot of people say, why don't you travel more? Well, two things. Number one is when I do travel, I don't take my camera with me generally. I like to experience it without having a camera in my face being like, look at me, everybody, I'm traveling. Look at me, everybody, I'm with my friends and my family. It's not something that I really want to go out and promote. I'd rather just live in the moment and spend the time with my friends and family or enjoying this beautiful waterfall. Maybe in the future, I'll just make some little clips for you guys. But I do travel. I just don't travel long distances. I do not go on airplanes. Never gonna happen again. I did that in my youth. I had a bad flight and it will never happen again. When it comes to food, so some people think that I spend absolute bare necessities on food, and in a lot of things I do, but a lot of things I will spend a little bit of extra money for the luxury part of it. Here's an example of what I did not spend on luxury. This is a $4.66 full chicken. Okay, so I will cut this, I'm waiting for it to thaw. I'm gonna cut it up myself, make it into several meals for me and the dogs. And another thing is that russet potatoes were on sale this week at one store for $1.88 for 10 pounds. That is only 18.8 cents a pound. But I did not go to that store because the quality of their potatoes, they just don't last as long as other types of potatoes that I've bought at other stores. And I also prefer yellow or gold potatoes. So instead of spending $1.88 for 10 pounds, I spent $2.48 for only 5 pounds. Wah, wah, but these are gonna be a lot more, they have a better buttery consistency. They seem to take less time to cook and they last a lot longer. So that is something where I spend a little bit of extra money. And I also do once a week, not every day, not 10 times a month, but once a week I will buy myself a treat. It can be Pop-Tarts, cookies, Ghirardelli chocolate squares, and this week I chose gummy worms. Deliciousness, but it's gonna last me the entire week. So this is where the discipline comes in. Most people would open up this pack and it'll be gone within an hour. For me, this pack I'll eat 3 or 4 at a time over the week until I run out. That keeps my health in check, it keeps my body in check, and I'm telling you guys, premenopause sucks. There needs to be a whole channel dedicated to people getting older because, about 6 months ago, I had to get glasses, work out like a fiend, and you don't lose any weight. It just, as a woman, drives you crazy. So I'm gonna have to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm at the end of my rope on this one. But I do want to show you guys some other things where your luxury might be a speedboat or a big truck or a huge vacation to Paris. Here's my luxuries that are much more simple, and they make me just as happy. So here's a couple. All right, so the first one is a new product that I bought, and it is an ice cream machine. These are not sponsored, but I'll leave a link in the description box below. And the reason that I bought this is because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you go to the grocery store and you look at the ingredients, even on the expensive stuff, the Ben & Jerry's, the Breyers, the dryers, it seems to have a lot of ingredients that they didn't used to have. You know, it used to be whole milk, berries, nuts, and vanilla extract, and that's about it. But now it's like follow-soluble acid and stuff like that. It's crazy. Sodium bi-Polynesian, whatever it is. It's crazy, crazy stuff. So I decided to start making my own ice cream, and especially given the fact that I forage for all of my own berries, I can make blueberry ice cream, blackberry ice cream, plum ice cream, fig ice cream. Like, I can make some stuff that they just don't sell at the store. Another thing that I bought recently, I got this on Amazon too for about 35 bucks. And I'm getting ready to break it out probably within the next week because the heat is on, is all I gotta say. Now, my town is supposed to have a splash pad, right? They have supposed to have had this splash pad, try saying that fast 5 times, for 6 years. It's been 6 years in the making. And because of the cost of inflation, the entire plaza just keeps getting changed over and over and over. It's like, you got the money, hire somebody and get it done. Like, the bureaucracy is insane in any sort of politics. So anyway, I bought a slip and slide. Now, the cool thing about this slip and slide is it has 2 separate things that you can slide on so you can race other people. And it comes with like not an inner tube, but like a rubber sled like thing that you can race on the slip and slide with. I'm adding I'm adding dish soap just to get that extra thing. And it's like 35 feet long. So I made sure to measure my backyard to make sure I wouldn't run into a wall, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, folks. Another kind of thing that I like to do for fun, walking really is my favorite hobby. And when I walk, I just happen to forage. I come across things. Hi, mister. You're a good boy. You're a sweetheart. Look at this face. Oh my gosh. Look at this face. My boy. You're adorable. Walking really is what I love doing most. People used to tell me I should be a postal worker. Then they changed the rules at the post office. You can look into it. It used to be they would hire you for work within 5 or 50 miles of where you live, and now it's 500 miles, so they can just up and move you to a different place 500 miles away, and you obviously would have to quit in that sort of position. But that's where my discipline comes in. I am willing to pay for some luxuries, but not a lot. And I think that a lot of the problem that we have today is that what people consider luxuries, people don't consider them luxuries anymore. They just consider them daily living. Like when I was a kid, having a frozen pizza was a luxury. Now that's just on everybody's menu, you know? When I was a kid, having a bowl of cereal was a luxury. And that was a rationed bowl of cereal. Like, you go by the serving size. Nowadays, people will just fill up a bowl with 7 servings. And, you know, cereal's like $7 a box now. So you're only getting like 2 or 3 bowls of cereal because you fill it to the top and then you fill it with water. My luxuries are coffee. Coffee is a luxury for me. I do not buy soda. I do not buy fruit juice. It is just coffee and water all day, every day. That's it. It is one of the cheapest, but aside from tea, coffee is the cheapest drink that you can consume. And water, of course. And then I just noticed a big hole in my potatoes. That's not a good looking hole. I hope I did that. I hope that wasn't like a rat or something. Whew. So, yeah, I think that the people are considering, and you know, the way that things are going, it's hard to tell what's truth anymore, you guys. It really is. With online, YouTube is turning a lot to AI. You don't even know if the people are even real anymore. If the stories that they're telling are true anymore. Are you just doing it for clout? Are you just doing it for clicks? Because that seems to be the thing these days. Like there's also this new thing going around called rage baiting, where people will say the most horrific, disgusting things because it gets people to comment a lot more and it gets a lot more activity on the video, and then they make more money just by rage baiting. Good examples are people who are on Section 8 food stamps and they're bragging about it online, and then they'll take their kids to Walmart and they will be eating the Walmart food inside of Walmart, not pay for it, and then leave. It's horrible, horrible rage baiting. I think that it's absolutely awful. I don't think that YouTube should be allowing people to show crime. That showing crime like that, abuse of food stamps, abuse of Section 8, stealing from stores, it should be banned. It should be banned on YouTube. We should be promoting community, citizenship, law and order instead of lawlessness and disorder. These things should not be shown. It's crazy. And YouTube has no rules. I mean, the only thing you're not allowed to talk about seems to be the Second Amendment. That's what you're not allowed to talk about that. If you go fishing, sure, you can go fishing and catch a fish, but if you show how to cut a fish properly, then you lose all of your monetization for that video, and then you're put in YouTube lockdown and you're not allowed to post for 7 days. It's a huge, like, the things that enrich people seem to be the things that are prohibited nowadays. Sorry, I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but it's really disheartening for somebody like me who's been on here for 8 years trying to teach people to do the right thing, how to improve their lives and enrich their lives, and have a little bit of financial discipline, how to save money different ways. And it's really disheartening. They're just coming out with these fake things and AI, and I don't know. All right, folks, that's what I've got. If you are having a really difficult time with finances to the point where you can't afford food, go to a food bank. You're not taking the food out of a child's mouth who's hungry if you're hungry too. All right, that's what they're there for. But at the same time, don't go get a mani-pedi and have an $800 a month car payment complaining that you have no money and then you're not able to feed yourself, and then go and take money from the food bank. Put a little bit of deprivation on yourself before you go and do that. Put a little effort into it before you go and do something like that. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. This is my totally frivolous $35 purchase that I've had sitting in my Amazon cart for months. Now I am Blanca on the left, playing Zangief on the right, and there's a trick to this one. There's a trick to it, and it's just to jump and do the simple kick. Hey, Rocky, I am not rubbing your butt right now. My goodness, there you go. Okay. I'm gonna win. You win. What you doing, little one? Oh yeah? You being a good girl? Oh my goodness, I can feel it. Wait, stay still. I hate these stickers. Little booger. Oh, I love you though. You're a good girl. Mr. Rocky Pants, get that spot. Oh. But you got no stickers. Good thing about your fur, Rocky, nothing sticks to your fur, and that's a good thing. Yes. Oh, hi. Hi there. Hi, Mr. Handsome Pants. Good girl. Oh, can you shake? Good girl. You're so smart. Pretty girl.